Good morning. I'm Natasha, and this is Always Be Crafting. It is Monday morning around 8:30, a little after. Actually, it's closer to 8:40 at this point, and I've been sewing a little something. So I've been doing these bags, lots and lots of bags, and I showed off one of these holiday Nomi bags a couple days ago. Here's the other one. Here's the back. Different fabric than last time. Here's the front. Making this one for a friend this morning. So look at this cute zipper pull. Can you see that? It's a gnome. She's gonna die. Anyways, if you watched any of my other videos, you'll see that I've been playing with how to end the zipper. So right now I'm debating, do I do one of the key rings, or do I add some fabric and rivet it to the side to make a loop so it can act like a handle? So to key ring or not to key ring, that is the question I'm going through right now. So my fabric options for this are the same red. I still have the same gnomes, the same light gray that's on the inside, and then the other gnome fabric that's not on this bag, but the other bag, which is the dark gray. Since I would only use a small piece of fabric to end it off, it's kind of like looking at the fabric and seeing which has like a small picture. I'm leaning towards the dark gray, even though it's not in this fabric, it's from the same line, so they coordinate. And it has some small motifs that are size-wise appropriate, like this one here. So that's what I'm thinking. But I'm also thinking maybe just keep it simple and make a key ring, and then maybe use some of this fabric to make an actual wristlet that can be detached. So that's what I'm debating right now, to gnome up a wristlet, or to add a little fabric so I can rivet and you'll just like attach it at the end right here. So a little fabric on the end to cover up this end of the zipper, and then using my rivet press, attach a rivet here and a rivet here on either side of the zipper to the bag. So I don't know which one I'm going to choose. You know what, I'm going to choose soon and I'm going to record. But right before, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Right before I started talking to you, I actually did a time lapse of this morning, and I did 30 minutes and 30 seconds. Time lapse is amazing. I wish I'd been doing it this whole time instead of having to like compress my videos down and try to speed them up in the iMovie, which is fine, but like the time lapse makes it so much faster. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you just saw that before listening to me talk. And because it was so quick, because again, it was like a second per minute, I'm not sure you could see that I started using my new planner that I opened yesterday. And what I did is, to make myself feel good, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, I started with this month. And since my goal this month was to post every day, I wrote in post video on, February 1st, February 2nd, and then I checked it off. So I actually can show that I have accomplished something. And then I wrote in post video on every day for this week. So I know that my number one task of the day, because again, I'm using this this calendar for Always Be Crafting. So then I was like, okay, well, let me go back and use up some of my past pages. And I went into January and I just picked a random page. Turns out it's the week of January 23rd. And I started like writing some notes. So I wrote down some show notes for myself, and I'm thinking about other vloggers, what they write in their show notes, because I haven't been doing show notes yet. Mentioning my Etsy shop in case anyone wants to see any of my things. I'm very bad at loading things into my Etsy shop also, but there are a few things there. My Instagram, in case anyone wants to follow me on Instagram. Maybe write made with iMovie, in case anyone's curious. Recorded on my iPhone, in case anyone's curious how I'm doing this. Music credit, like which track I'm using. I'm using royalty-free music that's found in iMovie, but maybe I'll mention the track that I chose on each video. That might be fun in case anyone's curious. And then I wrote like a little introduction. Hi, good morning, I'm Natasha. And to remind myself that I haven't been saying any of that. So I have to assume that someone's going to find these and they won't necessarily find them in order someday. And they'll be like, who's this person? What is she talking about? So hi, good morning, because it is morning. I tend to write in the morning, but I'd say good afternoon someday. And then I'm Natasha. And then I was debating between I'm Always Be Crafting or this is Always Be Crafting or welcome to Always Be Crafting. I'm not really sure which one feels right. So I'm working on it. And back to work. I have to actually go teach this morning. So I got 15 minutes left of sewing time. Bye. Did you miss me? I'm back. Okay, I've decided to let my friend decide how she wants to finish off the zipper. So what I did is I trimmed it to be fairly straight, and I almost said ironed it. I lit a fire. I had what's it called? A lighter, and torched it to seal it up because everything's made out of plastic. These zippers, they're not metal. They're a type of plastic. I think they're nylon technically. Anyways, they melt so nothing will fray. So that's all sealed. And now I've gone through rummaging through my drawers and I found 2 different sizes of these kinds of clippy things. One's I think that's 3/4 and I think that's 1 inch. So either of those could be slipped on depending on how much bend you want in the tape, because either one's going to bend a little. And then I pulled out one of my clip-on doohickeys to clip. And then I also found some D-rings that are black in case that matches better. And the 1 inch, which is a little bit too skinny, and the 1.5 inch, which I think is actually the right size, exactly. And then I also have, these are kind of funny. They are key rings, but they twist together. So let me pull one out to show as an example. In case she wants to pick something just totally different, if she wants me to just like sew it in a loop or rivet it in a loop, and then add this kind of key ring where you put it together and then it screws like that. So you can still, see, just twist it, and you have that kind of key ring. So it could be something like she might want to just do that kind of thing, like a build your own keychain. I want to give her options since the bag is for her. Why not let her decide what she wants to do? So, and it's actually, I'm seeing her today because her daughter is my sewing student. So it'll be a good experience for her daughter to also go through the steps when you're making something for somebody else. You're not just making it for yourself. You have to think of the other person and what they might want. This is also good information. So I'm ready. I put the fabric in the bag. So it'll go with me, over to her house. And then I had made this other little bag. It's already a completed bag last 2 months ago or whatever in December. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put all these bits and bops in here to take with me. And if she wants this bag also, she can have it in the other coordinating fabric. So that's what I'm doing. All right, now I have to go to work. Bye. Good evening. I'm back. It is, gosh, what time is it? It is almost 8 o'clock at night on Monday night. It's been a full day. Well, I took the bag to the sewing lesson, and the mom, my friend, decided which ring she wanted. She chose one of those red with the twisty rings. I think I showed that in the little video before. And unfortunately, my sewing student only had yellow thread. She's been sewing so much that she's used up like all her other colors. So I was laughing with her mom about that because they just went to Joann Fabrics like 3 days ago. And I'm like, you didn't buy thread? No, they bought like a ton of fabric and completely forgot to buy thread. So we were all kind of laughing about it. But it was a really good lesson. And the daughter and I worked on sewing the zipper together. and it was it was fun, but I completely forgot to take a picture of it, but she was happy. I also was able to give the gift of that other bag that I showed yesterday with the flowers and the stars, on, you know, the black with the stars and the big flowers, the zipper pouch. I gave that to my friend today as well. She loved that, so it feels really good. It's been a really fulfilling day, and it has been a little bit of a day to get back to work, you know, like a lot of work. So I had just finished costuming a show, and so now we're cleaning up. So it's kind of fun, you know, doing the costumes for a show. I love the part where I actually love the fixing of things. Like, I don't really love the part where I go and I look and find the costumes. Like, it's fine, but that's not as exciting to me as finding a costume that has a problem. Like, I love going, oh, let's make this a different color, or, oh, we need to tear away this, or what if we add a fringe here, or whatever. I like the fixing of costumes and the creating of costumes more than the finding of costumes. But this show had a lot more finding of costumes, which is fine. And right before the show started, like Tech Sunday, I was delirious. I was just kind of like trying to get everyone in their pieces, and oh, we're missing this, we're missing this. And I was wearing my mask all day and very tired. And the next day I had COVID. So another person had to help kind of finish Tech Week on the show. So I got to get back in there after closing the show yesterday. I got to get back in there and kind of start putting everything away. And so that's what I'm going to be doing a lot of this week. And I did some of that today as well. So I taught my music classes this morning. I delivered gifts. I did my sewing lesson. I took things to the dry cleaner from the show. I started putting things away from the show, and then came home and I'm like, oh, right, we have laundry. Like, oh, have we forgotten about our laundry? So started laundry for us, because I need to wear clothes to work tomorrow, and I was out of pants. So it was going to be, unless no one told me it was pajama day tomorrow. So I was going to have some clean pants. And then I also made dinner, which was yummy. Everyone was feeling really tired and worn down. My older son kind of has like a little cough, a little tickle. Not really sick, but I was like, it's a day for matzo ball soup. So I went to the grocery store, I picked up matzo ball soup mix. I made the matzo balls, made chicken to go with it. We had like leftover broccoli. So it was just like a very soothing kind of dinner night. And now we are wrapping up and going upstairs, and I'm going to edit whatever this is. I think it was a lot of me talking. You didn't get a lot of action shots, but I'm still counting it. It's still going to be a video today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.